Now, pressure is mounting on government to pay public workers neutrality allowance owed for the past 3 months. Scores of people seeking government services were left stranded as civil and local government staff withdrew their services across the country beginning yesterday. CLOGSAG, in a memo to its members, said it was reactivating its January strike, which is suspended, to make way for negotiations with government. Our reporters have been on the ground gauging the impact of the industrial action. Let's start with Love FM's Emmanuel Bright-Kweku's report from Kumasi.
Essie travelled from home to make enquiries at the Social Welfare Department, only to be told the office has been closed due to the industrial action.
It's a bit dicey, so we need to stop whatever we are doing and just go back to where we're coming from. If you basically have to travel from a very far distance to make an enquiry and you get here and you can't be attended to, you've wasted whatever money you had on you.
Members of CLOGSAG are clamoring for their 20% neutrality allowance. The allowance is to compensate members to abstain from active politics.
So as you can see, the doors of some offices have been locked, and in an earlier engagement with the regional chairman for CLOGSAG, Mr. Alexander Obi, he indicated that a task force will be deployed to ensure all members imbibe or comply with this directive.
CLOGSAG embarked on strike about 2-3 months ago. The same day the strike was called off, there's on condition that our grievances will be fulfilled. So the government signed MOU with us, that the CLOGSAG, and there was one provision in our condition of service known as neutrality allowance. That's the allowance the government decided to give to CLOGSAG members for bearing us from active politics. So when we call off strike, we thought the government would pay it within February. February has passed, no show. April, no show. March, April, no show. So yesterday we had a meeting with the NEC, our highest decision body after Congress, and from what our executive was saying, government has no plans of paying the neutrality allowance any moment from now. So we had no other option to resume the strike. Yes, so that's why we call our members to reactivate the strike. So for now or today, all the CLOGSAG members are to stay home, not going back to the workplaces. We are on strike.
For JoyNews, Emmanuel Bright-Kweku reporting.